19th update. It's early in the morning. We left one of the tomatoes. There we go. That one's coming back to life after shock. This one didn't even shock, maybe because it's held against the stake, but yeah. So we're looking good. Scallions, mint, sunflowers that need to be moved, marigold, cherry tomatoes, marigold, onion, which is just green, you know, it's kind of scallion-y. I'm waiting for this to make flowers. This is mint, even though I gotta cut this back. She's just trying to go. I need her to set out a shoot or something so she could start doing it. Another sunflower. My strawberries, oh my strawberries, they're gonna be so juicy. They're gonna be so juicy. Basil, green onions, these look like shit, but it's because they got the seed heads on, they'll come to life. This isn't really gardenia. We got some more strawberries back there, and we got baby strawberries. We got tons of strawberries. This one's halfway decent, that one's really big, and then the ones inside are just babies. And this took a little bit of a beating, maybe because the heat, you can kind of see it's a little, but that's fine. That's fine. That's what we got on the porch. 18th, May update from the front yard. As you can see, obviously that don't count because we transplanted that. But there we go. Can you see those? Look at that. We're getting, as soon as it stays warm for a while, we're gonna put Dahlia in here. Right now, there you go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Beauty. Whose shadow is that? Beautiful. Look at this. We also had a victim. We had a victim of circumstance. I think rest in peace, Mr. Sunflower. Squirrel came and ate here. That's fine. It happens. It's gonna happen. We can't be mad at them. All the way around. Look at that. All the way around. They're getting leggy under here, but well, they'll fix out. Here's the tree. I think there's birds in it. We got 2 water things out. It's really hot today. But here's the update for the tree. Look at this. Oh, nasturtium, they're coming through. Our pink flower, she's still here. I'm pretty sure it's a nasturtium because it looks exactly like that, just the color's different. But this is what we got going on. I pruned back some of the marigolds. Look at the nasturtium coming through. Somebody was eating my stuff. Oh no, somebody was eating my things. Damn squirrel. Oh, they killed somebody. Somebody got the brunt of it. Oh, GM. That's fine. We're not mad at the animals. It happens. It happens. Maybe we could save this. Let's try and just plop it back down. That looks like a nasturtium that just got eaten. But it has roots, so it might survive. Yeah, somebody dug a hole, but that's fine. More nasturtium. More nasturtium. More nasturtium. I'm pretty sure we'll get on nasturtium. That's what our tree looks like, and you can hear our bird friends and see them flying by. This one's getting really big. Hopefully they don't pick that up. I don't know if this has nasturtium in it. I think it might. This is the back bed, but this one definitely has sunflowers leaning towards the sun. Look at them leaning, going for the sun. They were facing this way before, straight on. But you could see a lot of growth here. A couple days later, 3 days later, 4 days later, a lot of growth. Still May 18th, same day. Look at that. Got a lot of little flowers popping in right here. Maybe some Mexican sunflowers, or maybe some zinnias. Not sure what these are. I know these are going to be cosmos because these were planted, and they come up like this because the front, what I just showed you, is cosmos, and it comes up like this. So this might be zinnias or dahlias. We'll find out. Not too bad. We got our sunflowers. Looking good right there. All right. Pretty decent. Up there you go. Look at them. There they are. Is that I'm not sure if that's a red wing. Nah, he don't look red wing. Anyway, there we go. That's the garden so far. We got to set this up for peas right here. I'm going to set the one right here, peas, and I think the rest are going to be flowers. But yes, they're. I think it might be too hot. This one's, I don't know. He's still somewhat in shock. coming out of it somewhat, so we'll wait on that one. These are all the ones that were planted recently. Again, it's going to be hot today, so that could be this one, and this one didn't really take too well. We'll see what happens though. The rest of them really good. Our new basil really good, and then the back row is back to life. I staked them up just so they could hang up a bit. But yeah, you can see that. Got the basil growing, and then over here we have our cherry tomatoes right here. We're doing really good. Doing really good. All our cherry tomatoes are really good. And it's just this one. No, it's not that one. It's the one next to it. It's fine though. It happens. You're gonna lose stuff. You will lose things, but that's okay. We're doing it in succession anyway, so we already have something ready. And then next, we're gonna place all this in. From here. That's gonna be all peas that way. I think it'll be peas, bush peas, right? So they're not gonna be ridiculously high. And then we will bush peas, and then maybe flowers. We'll throw flowers, and we'll see what comes in. But this is all done. You can see it's all soft soil up to here, right to here, which is pretty decent. But that's it. All right, that's the update. May 18th. There it is, our friend the catbird. I wish it would make the noise. I'm about this close. Let's see how close. Well, we zoomed in way too far. I'm about 10 feet away. Nah, that's zoomed out way too far. Not really sketchy. There's other birds that are sketching them out. But yeah, they come pretty close. There we go, look. The robin, this is the robin that comes in every single day. I could get fairly close to the robin. The robin actually might come towards me. And the catbird's behind it. For some reason they don't eat as much as you would think, like the seeds. You see the seeds on the stepping stone? They rather eat bugs. But there's my little friend right there. I love that little bird. And these are all pretty much the same birds. I mean, there's probably tons of robins and tons of catbirds, but I feel like these two are always out here meeting me, because I'm always out here feeding them. All right, that's it. Oh, he's eating, all right, so he's eating seeds. He made me look like a liar, but for the most part, I feel like they like to eat the bugs, right? Because there's always food here. Now she's eating it, but they always go to the garden, right? They're always in the garden going for like the dirt, for like worms. See? Even though there's probably seeds there, but for some reason they like to eat, I guess, more insects for some reason. I love these birds. They're so cute. All right, that's an update. May 18th, some burbs. All right, we're gonna take this basil back right over here because it's already there and promote more growth. And then maybe we'll be able to grow more off of that. So let's see what happens. So now you see those little baby, they should grow more of these. And this, we'll strip it down, we'll put it in, see if it grows, put in some water, let it sit there. I don't want to do this one because it don't have anything, no nodes here. So when this one gets a little big, we'll clip that. We'll see what happens. We'll keep a journey, we'll keep an update. We'll keep cutting them so they grow, cut them, keep them ground to the ground but bushy, rather than let them grow and flower. All right, that's that. I think we're gonna leave this one. Actually, we could probably cut this one. Yeah, you know what? Let's cut that one too. Let's see what we got here. We could cut this bad boy, even though it's like, oh my God, it don't matter. It'll promote growth. So it'll grow further this way. We don't want it to grow high, a little bit high, but we want it bushy, right? We'll see what happens with that. Oops, sorry, my finger. We'll see what happens with that one. We'll see what happens with that one. We'll wait for this one to sprout down here or here, and then we'll clip it. Might as well clip it back far, and then we'll put this one in water and see. We might get roots out of this. This might be too small, but we'll root both of those. We'll see what happens. All right, May 18th, so remember that. Don't mind the fan. It's on in my grow room. Don't mind my yellow papers. If you grow anything, you know exactly what these papers are. Those gnats. I top watered. I forgot because I planted all these plants and I usually don't top water, I bottom water. But I clearly forgot, and well, you know, anyway, back to the subject. This is what we got. I didn't get 2 of them, I just clipped the leaves. It was too small. So what I did was I just did that. We'll see how this grows. I put a little twist tie right here, just so it can hover in the water and not really go in. We'll get the stem in there, and we'll see what happens. We're gonna put this on the windowsill with not much sun, and hopefully in about, let's see, March 18th, 1921 to, May 1921 to 3, 4, 5. You figure about the 25th next week. So today's what? Tuesday the 18th, May 2026. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna twist that in, tie it, and we're gonna leave it on a sink in the kitchen, a windowsill in the kitchen, so it's not direct sun, right? Because obviously being cut, it's gonna probably go into shock a bit, like these kind of went to. And you don't want it fighting for survival. You want it to get some roots. So we'll see what happens. My baby's the wall bellies, they're glowing. I gotta go water these now. And I think I'm gonna water the plants. Bottom water. All right, till we meet again, bye. That's what we got. And if you're wondering, those are zinnias, dahlias, cosmos, Mexican sunflowers, I think. A couple different, you'll see when they're done. We'll keep progress with these bad boys. Got the fan going on them just to keep it dry. Got the, yeah. Look at them. Stay off my flowers. All right, May 18th, we cut this back. Don't worry, I know you're probably like, oh my God. It's a vine of mint. It was trying to reach. Now it'll start to get a little bit different, right? It'll spread out a bit. Maybe it'll send out some shoots across. You can see stuff is already growing right there, so that's why I cut this. Plus, I want some mint for my iced tea today. But yeah, it was getting long. You might as well. Like these, you can see how this one's kind of more bushy. If anything, I trimmed it back. That's what we want. We don't want it viney. We want it to start shooting out these, right? It's shot here, it's shot there. That's what we want this to do. And it's already shot a bit. You can see right near my finger, tiny little bit. Bird something. You can see. So that's how we'll sort that. The TV in the back. My azaleas are dying. But we've got the basil cut and we got the mint. We'll see. We'll propagate some mint, see what happens. Maybe we'll give it to somebody. They could have their own mint plant. Mint grows forever. You cannot kill it. I implore you to try and kill some. Don't. You can, but like it's really hard. And here is the best part of mint. When it's clean, you put it inside your iced tea and have yourself some minty iced tea on a nice hot summer day, which it is today. It is May 18th. It is May 18th, 2026, New York. It is 95 degrees out. So this will do very well. We'll pour ourselves a nice glass of it. That's what mint is good for. Or water or anything like that. Yep, so nothing goes to waste. Going on. We're getting the row ready for the beans, and you can see we got a little helper right here. When I till it, I throw the worms to him. I guess that's a him. Like he's got a little worm in his mouth. Her, not sure. Oh, where'd you go? There you go. Little robin. This bird is here every single look. He's getting real close. He's out. He went to go feed his family. So we're getting this kind of water net is crazy hot. Just misting it. We're getting this ready. You can see all the holes. Just soaking some seeds. And then we're going to put those in there. And then have bush beans. They're not going to be poles. They'll be nice and big. So I gave them decent space. You can see one hole, my finger. One hole there, one hole there. It's pretty decent space. It's about the size of that. It's about a foot, close to it. We'll line this all up, and then we still got to do this and this. We still got almost half the bed is done though. Not doing too bad. And then I get my cloth today at some point, hopefully. My heat cloth. So we'll drape it over the top of that and just kind of block some of the sun out from tomorrow. You can see they're not super stressed, but they will be. All right, I'm gonna plant these in and come back and then put the mulch back over it. And yeah, today's the 19th. I kept saying the 18th. Today's the 19th, May 19th, 2026. So we'll see how long it takes, and then we'll seed the rest inside and see what happens. As you can see, The gang's all here. We got some on top of the bird feeder, little ones, little sparrows, but down here, there we go. The robin's still running around. Takes anything. It runs around with its mouth open, which is crazy funny. Not sure, I think that's a grackle, I think. Right, the iridescent bird. And then there we go, there's my favorite right there. Always showing up. Now they bring a gang of them. The red-winged. See, look. Oh, he's walking around with his mouth open. Robins are fascinating, and that bird's pretty much not scared of me. I don't think any of these birds are scared of me. They very rarely flush when I come out. It's pretty cool. I gotta fill that water, it's hot, so I'm gonna wait for them to finish eating, fill both of those water with some nice cold water right there. I don't want to mess with them just yet. It's lunchtime, they're probably hungry. Who's left out? The robin, there's the robin. The robin and the blackbird, I love those. That's my favorite bird so far. It's so pretty when its wingspan is out. Man, really pretty bird. Right now, we got our beans in. Let's go outside. We'll compost. There you go, that's what it looks like. We're just gonna compost the shit out of these. Put some mulch back over it, and that should be our beans. About 10 of them. We'll see. All right, let's get a little compost going. These sticks are just like kind of where they are, obviously. I'm thinking you probably could figure that out. I don't put too much compost. A little bit here and there, a little bit here and there. My little bird friend sitting there. All right, let's see. Be a little generous. Get us some green beans, some peas, some snap peas. All right, a little bit more. We got tons of compost. We composted almost this whole garden. Oh, almost fell. That would have been good. I'd have kept it in. I'm sweating like a monster behind this camera. If you can see my face right now, I'm sweating like a monster. Not even sure I want to show you. All right, that's it. We'll just pat it down, get it ready, water it all in, and we should be good. Let's give it a little water in. Don't go too nuts. I don't want it to. And we'll pat it back down a little bit. Pat it back down a little bit, and we should be good. Good. That's good enough. Now pat it down, put the compost back over it. Put the mulch back over it, and we're good. Not really suffering, these plants. It's a little hot today, 2 days in a row, but hopefully the heat barrier will come and we'll be good. Sun barrier. All right, that's it. Right. Just gonna put the compost mulch back in. Mulch back over it. Now we just gotta clean that up, throw it in bags. I don't know, I think it's off of that. We're done. Water it, water everybody, go inside and sit in the air conditioners. Gotta water those. Hopefully they don't go into shock today. These ones are kinda look a little under the weather, but it's because it's in 95 for the last 12 days and lost my little buddy. Look how close. Hey Robin. He's about 3 feet away. Looks a little different on the camera right next to me though. He's been getting fed, or she's been getting fed all day. My little Robin friend. Hello. Look. Close. Because I come out here constantly, they know me. And I fed it. Alright. I wish I had some worms I could show you. Let me see if I can find one. No, I don't think so. There's no grass here. I think I pulled it all up the side. The next one I'll do it. Alright. That's it. We're just gonna water this and go relax in the air conditioning. Hello, bird. See how close? Very trusting. I want to pet it, but I think it knows I want to pet it. It's like, nah, sorry. Sorry about my fingers. All right. Look.
It's about 3 feet away, if that.
All right, he kept saying May 18th. It's really May 19th. So the last video was May 18th, but it was really the 19th. Shh, don't tell anybody. All right, so this is what's going on the thing. Green onions, mint, sunflowers. They're loving it. Look at them, they're bending towards it. I love it. Marigold, cherry tomatoes. We're gonna keep this one out here. We're gonna move them out of the sun though shortly. Marigold. We cut that back today. That was mint. That's the surviving sunflower. He had a seed stuck on his head like the shell, so when he tried to open, it was stuck, so I had to pull it, so it hurt him a little bit. But hey, listen, he might live. And we got some baby strawberries. Oh God, oh my God, you do like those strawberries? Can't wait. We got the big boy strawberries back there. We got the green onions. We got our gardenia. This thing's gigantic. I've been taking care of it for a while. That's a baby gardenia. We're gonna make that into like a little bonsai tree, right? Look at it. We can make it into a bonsai. Then your son cut the bonsai. Wax on or wax off. Maybe we do that. I don't know. That was my Mr. Miyagi voice. Leave me alone. Then we got another one of these. Hopefully it's surviving. It's a cherry tomato that we didn't put into the ground. And kind of got, again, the season was weird, so they stood in the house and they get too much light when they got bigger. Some of them went out. Another sunflower. Another strawberry. So gorgeous, so juicy. And then we have a gardenia, and I don't know what this is. I think this might be a weed or that. I don't know. All right, let's check the front. All right, again, this is the 19th of May, 2026. Captain logs to Starbase. Anyway, I don't watch Star Trek, you Trekkies. You can see them all growing. They're a little leggy, but Cosmos get leggy in the beginning, so we'll sort out. Again, sunflower. Some more of them. We get a lot of light back there, so we're gonna put something back there. Once we get the dahlias and stuff, once it stays really hot. Because, I mean, the temperature is 95 today, tomorrow, yesterday, and then it's going to get a little bit cooler, so we don't want to shock the dahlias like everything else. But you can see we're getting a lot coming in. Boom, 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 boom. And there we go. We got tons. And then we got these onto the backyard. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's see. Oh, we got squirrels. We got peanuts for the squirrels today. Waiting on the shadow netting, but you can see we got some squirrels. We got some squirrelies. We got them some peanuts. Oh, you saw that, right? Blue jay. We got the squirrels. We got that set up. Look. And this is our garden bed. It keeps them out of it, so we're looking good right now. There we go. Look how big that one got. Very big. They're a little stressed. It's been hot, beating on them, so maybe not the plants though. I'm not sure the plants are like really taking a beating. Obviously the seedlings, they're small. Probably don't need to be, you know, don't be dropping the seeds in here. It's dropping shells in my garden. But you can see, there we go. We got another, there we go, 2 more. Can you see those? We got 2 more nasturtium. Another big boy right there. I just can't wait to see what that purple one is. Not sure what these are. These might be the Mexican sunflowers or zinnias. No, these are Cosmos, and these are already getting true leaves. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, we're growing really quick, boys and girls. And this one's looking nice. That's gonna start smothering everything. And then we got our, where's our pink one? Oh, there she is. There you are, beautiful. Look, it's pink. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure this is a nasturtium. Maybe it's stunted growth, I don't know. But it's alive still. It's alive. We'll find out what it is soon, hopefully. All right. And then, bad boys, go over. All right, this is the back bed again. The compost bed. They're looking good. Sunflowers are leaning because they want that sun. We got a lot of growth here. I'm thinking these are Cosmos and zinnia, maybe? We'll find out soon. These aren't flowering. They're gonna be, I mean, excuse me. These don't have true leaves yet because they're a little bit behind the other ones. Those other ones. Oh my God, somebody killed him. No. How could you? Oh my God. Clear. Clear. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Okay, somebody stepped on it. Probably the birds. That's fine though. Anyway, yeah, that's what we got going on. That's it. And then, oh, we got a lot of stuff going. And then this is it. This is peas. Peas. Bush peas, not vining peas, okay? Tomatoes, they're looking a little, that one's looking a little under the weather, that one's a little under the weather. Those ones are all right. And we got our basil. We prune those, so. Cherry tomato, oh, finger. I'm gonna get a tripod. Cherry tomato, cherry tomato, cherry tomato, cherry tomato. I think, I'm not sure now, but I know those 3 are. And the rest are beefsteak. I think 4 of them are. I think 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then all the rest are beefsteak. And then that. And then we got this all staked in. Waiting for them to grow little bushes. And then we should be good. And that's that. And then I'll give you another update tomorrow. We got to get the cloth. The cloth will be here later. So we'll just put it across the top of this. All right. Bye, guys. Yeah, compost. Tons of compost, though. I got to break that down a little bit more. Obviously, I just put some stuff in there recently. I got to flip that as well. But yeah, black gold. They were both up to here, and this one was up to here. So we got a lot of compost going, and I don't even know how much more I'm gonna use. All right, that's it. Peace out. Till we meet again. Bye. I love you.